Hello and welcome to the finals. Our match today is up against Valpo Beacon. I believe that our previous playoff series, we had an encounter with Valpo Beacon and unfortunately fell short. But we're coming back at you today with another rematch. And this is a best of 7. The map is starting, so we're going to go ahead and get right into it.
From what I've seen from WCU before, they've been really like to run those poke comps. But it looks like they're actually going to go for the Sig Diva comp here. And I think that might be a more safe choice on this map, unless you can just command that high ground, you're not going to get much poke damage out.
High ground is vitally important, especially on a map like this where it's relatively easily accessible with that trampoline there on the back.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
We're seeing speed boosts in from both sides here.
Valpo's just going to get the advantage though, it looks like, with the speed.
The Rhine coming in, low flaps, able to do a lot of damage, but getting chunked down early.
You do have to throw out ammo field though, which is big.
Hoodie Tofu able to poke down these tanks while staying behind his shield. His team's actually looking relatively topped up, but Mr. Mango gonna go down, and Hoodie Tofu booped off the edge. Very unfortunate death.
Fortunate.
Well,
in that fight right there, that was just much more favorable to the Rhine Zarya comp.
Yeah.
In that area rather than the Sig Diva.
Sig Diva with the Lucio, it's you get a lot of use out of it, but just the Reinhardt benefits so much more from the Lucio being able to walk in and chunk that damage and not be punished for poor positioning. We're seeing Hoodie Tofu building up to this first Gravitic Flux. Boo unfortunately getting picked early.
Taking the high ground.
Little flash. Getting put to sleep, Mr. Mango. Very keen, Hoodie Tofu. Whiffing. No one gonna be caught.
The Shatter? I think he might have just solo shattered Mr. Mango there.
It's getting very, very low. Oh gosh.
Boo getting a pick on Abroth though, but the trade from Mr. Fruity Bops getting him out.
MWM with the double visor. Oh, unfortunately gonna go down. This is a very, very scrappy fight on both sides.
It is.
Ultimates being invested on both sides, and unfortunately, Valpo Beacon just remaining in control. Boo again gonna fall. The grab being used. Nano Boost being invested. Who would that get used on? Onto the Diva. Scoot. Dropping 2. Wow.
Fortunate. That was just clean up.
Man.
Not sure who got nanoed there, but didn't seem to do a whole lot.
No. This has been a very, very staggered first map. I don't think there's been a first or a clean team fight other than the very first one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Valpo Beacon just able to maintain the positioning and use. Oh my gosh! Swapping to the wrong people.
The blossom from the background.
Boo, is he gonna be able to touch? No, he's not. Wow.
That was a round.
That was scrappy. That was one-sided. That was hard to cast because.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot going on besides just WCU getting picked over and over again. But hopefully they'll, pull themselves together for this second round.
I always forget the names of these.
I think this is University.
University? That was what I was thinking. But
or no, University is the other one.
Will it tell us? No, it will not tell us. University is the one with the hole, I believe, actually.
Yeah, right.
With the mega. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know my map names.
Yeah, me neither. I was like, yeah, this is Oasis, and that's
yes,
about all
Oasis.
I got. So again, it looks like WCU is going for the SIG Diva comp yet again. Hopefully they can make it work on this round. MWN not on the high ground with his team, which could be unfortunate, but that Reinhardt just in there getting all that damage. They do use Lamp relatively early, which could push this fight into the hands of WCU, but they're just getting pushed back into that corner there.
Lil Flaps is just able to stand up on this high ground and completely just deny WCU from any attempt of taking it. He's gonna walk forward and try to punish Boo for his mispositioning.
Ooh, MWM gets stunned and down.
Ooh, but
it's a DPS trade. Some fast ults out here.
Oh! The flashbang coming in, I believe, actually canceling some of that damage. The nano being invested on... Is that Hoodie Tofu?
2v4, yeah, 2v4 at the moment. I'm not sure why the nano came in there, but...
Very, very scrappy, and will eventually go to Valpo Beacon, but... Wow. What a first fight. We saw tons of ultimates built. We have a Graviton Surge.
Oh, Fruity Bops goes down, but
ooh, picks.
Looks like that high ground. WC sped straight to that high ground. Just kind of caught Valpo off of their guard. And just kind of walked into them and killed them, which was a good play on the side of WCU.
We've got Graviton Surge from the enemy Zarya. Spongy Boy's gonna be looking to try to eat that up. I guess Hoodie Tofu has the capability to do that as well. We'll see if either of them can pull that off. Boo, gonna get a first initial pick. Oh, but it's gonna go down himself for it, unfortunately.
That's a rough angle to push. Oh,
Beat being invested. Oh.
And grab.
Oh no, disagrees. Disagrees beat was canceled right as it was being dropped there. I believe MWM is attempting to visor here. Will he be able to follow anything up? There's a Cassidy behind him. Fruity Bops.
Shredded.
Just beaming him down.
Might be able to get out here.
Oh.
Looks like Boo's gonna be able to get out.
He is.
So they do have Flux and Bomb and Blossom from WCU. So hopefully, if they ult early into this fight, it's easily winnable for WCU.
Again, looking at the ults from the side of Valpo Beacon, Lil Flaps maybe looking to drop that Shatter early. Hoodie Tofu, the only thing standing in the way from the 5K Shatter is they have to funnel through this smokes area.
Oh yeah. Surprised Little Flaps didn't drop that Shatter like right as
Sponge?
Hoodie Tofu pulled his shield.
Ooh, what a block from Hoodie Tofu. Ooh, Scoot getting two.
It's an even trade though.
Investing that Reaper ultimate.
You get 3.
Wow.
Little Flaps
Make it 4.
Make it 4. Woo. Mr. Boo clutching that fight for WCU.
Wow, that was crazy.
Yeah, I expected that Shatter from Little Flaps to come out a lot earlier. Like right as WC was coming through that corner. You know, Hoodie Tofu threw his shield down and pulled it back. And, you know, as a Reinhardt main, I would have just walked right in there and pressed Q.
But Hoodie Tofu, staying on his toes, was able to completely negate that ultimate with one press of a button. Maybe looking for an early Gravitic Flux here as they're funneled up in this one spot. 6 of them.
Oh, we get that the Flux goes off.
It's huge.
That could be big.
Onanate having to be invested. Boo is just going to come in and chunk them down.
Yep,
We'll watch Spun follow up.
Immortality field early in that fight when they were down in this corner. So Night Fury was not able to do anything from that Flux. He just kind of stood there and hoped, you know.
Oh. I'm having some serious lag right now on the computer. Oh, there we go. I believe we're back. Okay. MWM is going to be investing this tactical visor.
Disagree getting the pick on Abra.
That's big.
That's a good shield though. Unfortunately though, MWM does get picked. It's an even trade for both sides though, so it could
Hoodie
go
Tofu doing a lot of damage. Scoot almost going down. Little Flaps deleting.
Oh no! Oh,
Little Flaps
crunched.
taking a nap right now, courtesy of Mr. Mango. Where is Mr. Mango? He's number 10.
He's still on the high ground.
And he is going to be
Jumping off
taking the quick way out. Will anyone from WCU be able to touch here?
I think MW.
We're seeing disagree run in. How long will he be able to stall? Deadeye being invested. Boo going down. Little Flaps also going down.
Ooh,
One at a time. We watch WCU.
Nanos from both sides. They Valpo nanoed the Baptiste. I don't know if that was intentional, but he was standing right next to the Reinhardt.
Hoodie Tofu, the last desperate effort to capture this point. Boo is able to make it in, using that Reaper ultimate again. Makes it a 3K. Disagree back in.
Oh my
Don't
God,
count us out, WCU. They're in this fight. Mr. Mango keeping everyone topped up. Sponge gonna try to follow up on these kills. Has that remake if he needs it. The grab gets invested. Oh, that could have been eaten up, but really at the end of the day, that doesn't get any value. We're gonna see just an overtime push on the opposite side now. Let's see if Little Flaps can make anything happen with this Earth Shatter. There it gets invested.
Oh, two people go down to the Earth Shatter.
Boo!
Not able to capitalize on that. Boo just left clicking into the team.
Oh my goodness. One by one. He's melting the enemy team. I believe that's 4 final blows this fight.
I think so, yeah. Maybe make it
5? Make it 5.
Yep.
Wow. Boo.
Wow.
Carrying this last fight and no other touchers from the side of Alpha Beacon. WCU looked down and out. But from heroics of a couple different people there and just being able to stall just long enough, we were able to clinch that one back. What a round. I can hear the boys cheering.
Woo! I would, but you know. For those of you watching, I'm actually casting from home today.
Yes.
Not feeling great, and
We had a
don't want to get anyone else sick, so.
very brief introduction as the match started.
Yes.
Before we got time to really talk at all. But we're headed into the 3rd round of Oasis here. 1-1. This will be our decider.
This is University.
This is University.
I still can't remember the name of the last
Yeah,
one.
look at all those books.
So
Go to
many
university to learn. Where there's books. Don't you know?
Big books.
Big books. Big book energy.
Big book energy.
Okay.
With Little Flaps kind of holding his
Ooh,
shield like a bubble there.
Big purple from the side of Valparaiso Beacon. Not really getting followed up on, unfortunately.
Just pumping in damage to their backline from that angle.
Hoodie Tofu able to just chunk down these supports right now. Little Flaps going down. MWM is going to right-click the backline away. Wow.
Aberoth's just resetting at this point. There's not much else he can do besides run.
Activating the barrier.
Okay. Initially there, WCU had the positioning on point, but Little Flaps walks forward, takes a little bit too much damage, and does go down, and that just makes it an easily won fight. Hoodie Tofu already up to this first Gravitic Flux. We'll see what he can get with it. MWM able to find that first pick on the enemy Ana. That is huge.
Looks like Fruity Bops. Valpo's switching up their tank line here. They have the Hog Sigma, which I've been seeing a lot more recently. Not in only the NECC, but also just in like comp games and stuff. So see if they can make it work for themselves.
Ooh, working up to this Reaper ultimate. Death Blossom, I believe it is. He's going to be letting it off as the Nano Boost gets invested. Put to sleep late, but Sponge not there to protect his backline. That's okay. Hopefully they're able to follow this one up with no problems. Sponge gonna be looking for this. Oh, that was the final kill. I believe there's one.
Yep.
Alright, Hoodie Tofu's still holding on to this initial Gravitic Flux.
Like, didn't really need it, you know, they used that Nano Blossom and just kind of destroyed them.
Boo gonna walk onto the tanks here. Gravitic Flux being invested along with the Tactical Visor. 2 going down. Window from the side of Valpo Beacon, but nothing really going to be found from it. WCU looking really just anchored on this point, untouchable.
Yeah. After the first round, I was thinking that this map was gonna go into
MWM.
the hands of Valpo, but WCU really turned themselves around this time.
Only a couple players from the Valpo Beacon side still touching. Bull Flap's the last player. Gonna be falling. Lucio. Churro guy.
Sorry. Apologize if we're butchering your name, but it gets shredded.
Wow.
This map is going to go to WCU. As I said earlier, I thought this map was going to go to Valpo after that first round, but WCU really turned themselves around. They found a way to counter that Ryan Zarya rush that was just destroying them and came out on top.
Not only round 1 were they losing, but the first half of round 2. It took this clutch play from Boo right here to really flip the point and start getting their progress turned.
Yep.
And
then they just got their momentum and no one stopped WCU.
wow, what a first map. WCU going up 1-0 after map 1. This again is a best of 7, so we've got at least 4 more maps coming your way right after this short break. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with you. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to map number 2. WCU went up by 1, as to say they won the first map.
Yep.
It initially was looking quite disfavorable. Valpo Beacon looking very, very strong initially, but WCU able to clutch it up and come back. Over on Havana now with Escort.
Yeah.
What compositionally are we looking to see?
So I think, that's interesting. I was gonna say I expected WCU to run like the Sig Orisa, like that poke comp. This is a very good map for those poke comps. You know, first and third point just have such long sight lines, but it looks like both teams are going to choose to do some form of Rein Zarya, Rein Diva rush comp. So again, kind of interesting, but I'm kind of excited to see how both teams will make it work out.
Yeah, the Reinhardt is not really the most commonly picked on Havana, but definitely can be played. So I'm excited to see how Sponge does.
Attackers incoming. Escort the payload.
WCU going straight left. Don't even care about the payload right now.
No, they do not. Can't get a free camp for some reason. There we go.
There you go.
We're gonna see WCU holding inside this building. I actually don't know the call out.
Yeah, the room to the left.
As we see this Rein poke. Ooh, Sponge able to make a breakout using Hoodie Tofu's bubble. Abroth
Boo goes down.
Finding that pick on Boo. Gonna hop over to Sponge.
Looks like Mr. Hoodie Tofu though is very high charge.
Tofu probably just melting. Ooh, 94%, up to 100. Gonna be dumping in those right clicks. Is he gonna be able to get out with that charge? He is. Unfortunately, his team is dying around him.
Almost have a grab already though, which is
Nano being used on him. He's probably gonna drop that grab. Almost gets eaten by that defense matrix.
4%. Oh!
Boo gonna be running in. Maybe trying to follow up on some of that damage. Ooh! The Shatter Bomb from Low Flaps and Fruity Bops is absolutely massive.
Mango running for his life with, oh, he had 6 HP left there.
For Mr. Mango. Payload has not moved very far, unfortunately. But that was honestly a decent fight from both teams. WCU had the momentum there initially, but a Shatter Bomb that large is kind of hard to counter.
Oh yeah, it's not a whole lot you can do there. Window coming in from Valpo, right in that choke. You just can't peek that, you know. The cast soldier, this nano boosted soldier too, or sorry, damage boosted soldier. You're just gonna take so much damage through that window.
Hoodie Tofu getting in, trying to follow up on this purple. Boo, using that ultimate, I believe MWM is as well. Everyone's hitting Q. That'll be a team kill.
Hello.
See our first real bit of payload progress on the attacking side. Valpo Beacon now moving into retake. Low Flaps. Walking out, taking quite a bit of poke damage.
I think he might have been trying to touch.
Oh, Hoodie Tofu going down early.
Excited. Oh. You're gonna invest in
Is
this.
being contested. Boo finding that first pick. MWM here in the back, just trying to melt that back line.
60 seconds.
Oh, but the ultimates from Valpo Beacon are just gonna be
3K.
too much to withstand.
3K from Mr. Scoot.
We'll see WCU group back up and try one more time.
One more fight here.
No compositional swaps.
No.
Might have wanted to see some sort of change after that first fight didn't really get anywhere, but
Hoodie Tofu almost going down.
ooh, another Shatter Bomb. hand.
Ooh, and I think that's gonna be round.
One by one again.
Unless MWM might be able to touch. If he, oh no, there's just so much pressure there.
I don't think he's
Not gonna be able to touch.
be able to make it through. Mr. Mango desperately running in. This payload
Oh,
did not move far at all.
not at all. As I said earlier, I was expecting a lot more of the poke comps, but Valpo did a really good job of just holding their ground around that natural cover and just shredding WCU anytime they tried to walk into them. I think maybe a switch to Lucio might have helped there. Is if you get that Reinen, he's just swing, and with that Mercy, they're going to do a lot more damage than they can heal.
Well, unfortunately, that is not what we want to see out of round 1 on map number 2. You think anything compositionally will be changed? Doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it. We do have Scoot going to play some Widowmaker. So let's see if he can get some picks out. Hopefully not, but I guess we'll see.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Looks like Valpo's still going to choose to have that Mercy pocket for probably the Widow. You know, that's just brutal. What is it, 3-shot body shot on tanks with fully charged Widow shots, nano damage boosted? That's just brutal.
Very surprised to not see Hoodie Tofu on his comfort pick of Sigma here on this map.
Yes, I think a Sig round comp could be really good here. Scoot trying to get the jump shot there, not getting anyone though.
Oh, Scoot gonna be finding Mr. Mango early.
And yeah, Valpo's just getting free damage.
Little Flaps can be punished. With MWM also falling.
Beast mode used Immo Field there. Not really sure what he was saving, but
Sponge able to walk forward and actually deny the forward pressure there. Good use of his resources. Hoodie Tofu quickly walking in, trying to help the tank.
looks like Fruity Bops is gonna go out of mech. Scoot getting another pick on Blue.
Finding picks.
Nano coming into Little Flaps. Oh, Spongy Boy gets crunched, but a big sleep from Mr. Mango. Not sure they're going to be able to do much more.
MWM and Mr. Mango, the only 2 left alive. Is Mr. Mango going to fall? Oh, that fire strike is going to find him.
MWN trying to run for his life. I think this is going to be game. I don't know if there's anyone from WCU who's going to be able to touch her. I guess Spongy Boy's going to be
walk in here. Drop the shatter.
He drops the shatter.
How does that not shatter the backline?
I'm not sure. Boo gets slept though.
That was very interesting. That looked like it should have been shattered at least 2 people there. The nano from Mr. Mango is going to get used here.
So last ditch effort, hoping to get something.
Oh, it's going to be holding right quick.
WN comes in with the whatever that's called. Wow. Yes, thank you.
Oh, but Abra finding the picks on both support heroes for WC may just be the end of this desperate defense.
I think it is.
Oh my gosh.
There's a trade on the DPS though. Oh, Little Flaps gets 2 with the shatter. And that's going to be the round. Wow, that match seemed a little bit just one-sided, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Compositionally from WCU, that was it just didn't really work.
Yeah. I think they were trying to play comps that they would expect it to work, and I think going on their comfort picks honestly might have been better for WCU at this point.
Yeah. I'd really have liked to see Hoodie Tofu swap over that Sigma amongst several other potential swaps. Unfortunate outcome there, but still, again, this is a best of 7, so we've got map 3 coming right after this. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Welcome back. This is map 3 in our best of 7, Valpo Beacon v WCU.
Yes. Yeah, I think. Wow, it's been an interesting match so far. You know,
Yeah.
we saw Valpo starting out dominating on Oasis, and then WCU turned it around with a 4K Blossom from Boo. But then on second map Havana, WCU just could not gain their footing at all. It seems like no matter what they did, they just didn't do anything. And as Nona said earlier, we expected more compositional switches from WCU, but no changes.
Yeah.
So
we're headed over to Mani for our third map. Gonna go ahead and swap you guys over so you can see in game. Quick little tidbit, fun fact. That previous map, Oasis, was actually Valpo Beacon's second lost map this season. So
wow.
For WCU to be able to deliver that for map 1 of this series is quite a statement.
Oh yeah. Hopefully they can regain their footing and their confidence and come back strong for these last maps.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
We do see Hoodie Tofu going to Sigma for this map, which I think is a really good switch. He's definitely his comfort hero, and I've seen Mr. Tofu play Sigma before. He is usually on point with his rocks. So hopefully they can get some good position, good damage out here.
Hoodie Tofu is going to be stepping out onto the point first.
Almost goes down.
Damage. Yeah, from the... Oof. Abrath actually finding that first pick on the Boo. Mr. Mango trying his best to keep his tanks alive. We've seen Sponge walk in.
Oh, both healers go down on the side of Valpo though.
That is a huge couple picks from the side of WCU, and they're going to be able to capture this point.
Oh yeah. Oh, Fruity Bop does get the remech kill on Spongy Boy's mech though. That's quite unfortunate, but can't always help it.
No, unfortunately.
Looks like Little Flaps is already gonna have a Earth Shatter here, which could be very, very good for Valpo here. You know, once Hoodie Tofu has used his shield, it's just a free 6-person shatter.
Yeah. But again, we've seen Hoodie Tofu be quite keen and accurate with the shield placements and blocking those Earth Shatters. We can see Beast Mode dropping early though. Boo able to find that pick, and there's the shatter coming out.
4-person, or no, that's a 5-person.
Little Flaps here in the back line, gonna be falling though. Hoodie Tofu able to come heal for his team.
They used Nano though.
Nano being invested on Boo, he's gonna be dropping the dragons in.
Wow. Looks like WCU is gonna turn this fight. I thought it was over after that shatter, but
Coalescence also being invested.
Scoot is actually in the back line.
Hoodie Tofu's gonna find him. MWM also playing.
WCU getting a 2K.
Wow, and they are speeding through the second point.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, they're just rolling at this point. Like Hoodie Tofu on that comfort pick, you can just tell he knows what he's doing.
He just commands the space. Watching him play Sigma as opposed to any other hero, not to slide his other heroes, but
yeah, but
Sigma really is
definitely
just
strong.
fun to watch. See what he'll be able to find with this Gravitic Flex. He may be looking
they're gonna give another.
Pretty mops. Finding 2 with that bomb. I was hoping Hoodie Tofu would actually throw the shield past the bomb there and save himself behind the payload.
Yeah.
He could have protected his team from that, but hindsight is 2020. They'll be spawned in a couple short seconds.
I thought it was 2022.
Ha 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 ha. Very, very funny. Very humorous.
Thank you. I tried so hard.
Sponge trying to take this high ground. He's meeting a lot of resistance.
But also, Hoodie Tofu tried to I don't know if Sponge was a distraction or he's actually trying to take the high ground. But
Ooh.
Tofu comes in with the. Ooh.
Flux bomb.
Ooh.
Ooh. Picks are all going the way of WCU.
They did get the res onto Scoot, but I don't think it's gonna do much.
Ooh,
oh,
Scoot!
Scoot
Does find Mr. Mango. That is a very unfortunate pick.
Hopefully they can get Scoot out of here, or at least displace him enough so he can't do anything.
Boo.
Looks like they are going to get him out.
Holding on to these dragons. Probably going to be dropping them any moment now. Hopefully not being eaten up by the enemy diva. Scoot headshotted by Boo!
Yeah.
Just deleted there! What a shot from Boo! Wasn't a fully charged arrow to get the one shot, but chunks him down. We're going to see the dragons come in as Hoodie Tofu walks forward to take that space.
Oh, there's a tire coming
Enemy
out.
Junkrat tire coming in. They have to watch
Ooh,
off
Boo
the
gets
payload. Pick's still going the way
Wow.
of WCU.
You know, a lot of times you see teams like
Score
they're evenly matched,
3.
but they're getting each team is getting their moment. You know, like on that attack, WCU just walked through them the entire time. And then in the last map, Valpo just walked through them. So like the teams are playing equally, but they're just offsetting each other when they play equally.
Seeing WCU over on this composition that they look a lot more comfortable on, they really are able to just walk forward and take the space that they're generating and hold
Yes.
it. Not over-investing ultimates, having a sound ult bank, and just really putting on a good show of what you want your Numbani attack to look like.
Yes.
We're going to be seeing an identical comp here on defense from WCU.
Yes.
Where do I know that name from?
You know, Scoot is gonna looks like he's gonna be choosing Hanzo for this map. Maybe trying to one up Boo, force him to not get so many picks. But I guess we'll see who the better Hanzo player is.
What are your thoughts as a Ryan player about Lil Flaps forcing this Reinhardt? It seems to be in any
man.
scenario he can.
I think it's his comfort pick, but sometimes, you know, your comfort pick doesn't always work. Personally, this isn't my favorite map to play Reinhardt on, even though I love playing Reinhardt. You can make it work. I guess we'll see what Little Flaps will do. But yeah, at this point, I probably would have switched off to something more viable. Maybe switch to a dive comp and punish the backline of WCU. But I guess we'll see what happens here.
Valpo Beacon already out onto the point. Hoodie Tofu getting put to sleep.
Spongy Boy out of his mech already. Hoodie Tofu getting a pick on Abroth though.
I'm under attack.
Still an even
Hoodie
fight
Tofu.
right now. Lil Flaps about to go down. Is he going to be able to follow it up on? Boo able to get those 2 picks, make it 3. 8 HP. Doesn't need any more.
8 HP.
Still
and
not
3.
receiving any healing from where is next to him? Oh, trying to.
Yep.
Ooh, quit running away. Beast mode
He's
might
like,
be
I
a
don't
little-
care if I'm about to die.
Little frustrated there.
Oh, Boo was, yeah,
Oh,
Boo
man.
was chasing down Scoot there.
Actually,
Like, I don't
does
care if
find
I have
that
8
kill.
HP. I don't care if I have 8 HP, this man is dying.
Boo is always the hard carry. Any fight you're losing, just call Boo. He'll
Right.
show up and get a 3K.
Yup. Looks like Scoot's gonna switch over to the Reaper here. So kind of an interesting choice into this comp. It's kind of half poke, you know, so kind of.
Hoodie Tofu, very low health. His Little Flaps he doesn't have boosters. He's forced off the edge there. What a rock from Hoodie Tofu.
Oh, man.
Down on healing makes the best out of it. And now we're seeing some. Well, they're pincered. Nano Boost being invested. Oh my gosh, Little Flaps hitting a huge shatter.
Oh.
3K, 4K.
5K. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
That was
well,
huge.
wow. What was a closed and shut fight for WCU is turned with one press of the button. Q.
Yeah. Like, Little Flaps might be switching here.
He
He's
is.
charged and spawned
Over
the
to
monkey.
the monkey. Okay.
I mean, I did say I might switch to a monkey here. But
Yeah.
no, everyone plays monkey on the monkey.
Kind of just proved us wrong there. Showed us that it
Right.
doesn't really matter what map you're on. Ryan can still get a 5K when he gets a fat nano
Little
shatter.
Labs just got shredded though. He
Yes, he did.
tried
oh
to dive.
no! Hoodie Tofu mistiming the shield there. Not gonna have it. Oh, but he gets the nano boost. Will he use?
A little
Everybody
Flaps going
clucks.
back to Reinhardt.
Wow, 1 life on the monkey and he has changed his mind.
Yup. I think he dove up onto MWM there and just regretted every life decision he's ever made.
Wow. We've got 4 ultimates on the side of WCU here. Looking to see hopefully a few of them invested early. Hoodie Tofu
Same
going
idea.
in.
Oh,
Hoodie
he gets
Tofu.
2.
Oh!
I don't know if they needed that bomb
3
there,
ultimates. Yeah.
but cleaning up.
The bomb or the visor, I think. and
Yeah.
that gravitic flux would have done, but either way, a very clean fight from WCU.
Very clean. Very
Will that be an overinvestment though in ultimates as Valpa Beacon?
Oh.
Valpa Beacon does have 3 ultimates of their own online, but if Boo keeps hitting headshots like that, I guess it doesn't matter if you have ultimates.
Yup.
Dragon's being invested. That's a lot of chip damage. Splitting
Oh.
off the enemy Ana. Hoodie Tofu
Roro
able to
goes
follow
down.
up on that, and Boo just going in now. What a good defense. We're just seeing such good space control from the WCU tanks here. Hoodie Tofu able to just poke in and follow up on his DPS pokes.
Yeah.
And Sponge able to go in, close off that those final kills or final blows.
And even when Little Flaps just gets in Hoodie Tofu's face, he just says no and destroys their enemy team. You know,
Yeah,
a lot of times
my
it's a
God.
Sigma. Oh,
little Flaps. Nanoed, but still just getting smacked around by WCU. Able to find the Fire Strike pick onto Boo. A little unfortunate. Will he be able to get another Fire Strike pick? Oh!
Alpha invest Shatter and Window, and it looks like they might take this fight.
Little Flaps, back full health, gonna be just running forward, trying to find these final picks. And they are gonna find them.
Wow, again, Valpo just, when it looks like they're gonna lose a fight, just investing ults and winning. Like, that's the second time we've seen it just this round. Mainly with Little Flaps on the Reinhardt with that Shatter, and you know, I was talking a little smack about that Reinhardt pick earlier, but he's making it work. He is making it work.
Clearly, as you said, his comfort pick and just showing what really good proficiency on a character can do, even against some counters or in a like unperfect scenario.
Yeah, and taking a look at his profile, he is a Rhine main, so not surprised.
Yeah.
He's definitely making it work.
Able to find that first initial pick. Hoodie Tofu finally investing this ultimate. Will it be able to be followed up on? Boo getting the nano.
Hoodie Tofu getting a sleep in the backline though.
The Flaps also being nanoed. Just walking in.
Wow,
MWM
everyone is pressing
using the
Q.
tack visor. So many ultimates being used. Who's next to touch? It's Boo. Sponge goes down. Beast mode's the last left.
Wow, after that, wow. After that first point shatter that Little Flaps pulled off, it was just kind of, I mean, WCU had a good couple fights there, but it just was always in the favor of Valpo, you know? Once they played slow, built up those ults, they just ulted and destroyed WCU.
Yeah. Still, quite a good time bank difference from WCU.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Advantageous. 338 to 153. Are you expecting any sort of composition swaps or just more of the same?
I'm expecting more of the same, but it looks like we are going to get a switch from Valpo to the Little Flaps going back to the Reinhardt.
Aww, they were teasing the double shield there.
Yes. I think that we would have seen the double shield stay maybe if they were on defense, but running that double shield on offense for this point is, in my opinion, not the best. There's just not a lot of good places to get set up and poke from a distance. You know, you gotta getting close. Maybe if you take that low ground just straight to point, force him off high ground, it could work. But I think you can tell Little Flaps is in his comfort zone with this Reinhardt, so I'm not surprised he switched back.
Able to walk in and take a lot of that space by himself,
Yes.
but also supported by his team. Tofu trying to do the opposite. Looks like they're again going to be trying to push through underneath. It's the same tactic they were using before, and it ended up working out for them in the end.
Oh, they're going straight to that high ground.
Mr. Mango going to be
rotation.
receiving some pressure relatively soon.
Boo taking a lot of damage too.
Oh, but Spongy Boy able to find the boop kill on the scoot. That corner is quite deadly for any hero who has knockback.
It's a good rotation from Valpo though. You know, the healers are camping up on that high ground. Well, mainly the Ana and the soldiers. So just walking up there, denying them that high ground.
Ooh.
Boo gets slept.
Put to sleep right on the point. Little Flaps low. Immortality Field has to be used.
It goes down quick too.
Mr. Mango able to follow up on that.
WCU just does not have the high ground here, and
No, they're playing
It's-
right on
it's
top of point.
tough. Yeah.
It is tough, but Mr. Mango is farming up this nano boost here. Ideally, they could get this off here and counter the nanoed Reinhardt, currently destroying
Spongy Boy
their
is
front
so
line.
low.
Oh, Scoot
Wow.
able to find Mr. Mango as well. And one by one, WCU will fall. Another ult being invested. The window.
Not sure if they needed that, but
I
guess
don't
it's just
believe
clean
they
up
did.
at this point.
I don't know who's
MWM.
actually still alive. Oh, it's MWM.
MWM was alive. He just jumped off for that quicker reset though, which is probably a good idea. He might have been able to run out through that high ground, but that's going to be a little sketchy.
We're going to be seeing, of course, a full overtime push as this is round 3. Boo with the Death Blossom. Going to be looking for another 9K.
5 ults. Yes, 5, almost 6 ults on the side of WCU. You know, they all ults. It will be over for Valpo.
3, almost 4 on the side of Valpo, but not looking to use any early. The Nano Boost being invested.
Nano visor.
Tac Visor. MWM walking in. Everyone's starting to hit Q. This is really starting to get interesting. First pick round. Little Flaps drops the hammer. Can't really follow up on it. Hoodie Tofu.
Oh, that could be big.
Oh, it's huge!
Oh, the 4K flux bump. That's what we like to see.
I can
no
hear
matter
the
how,
boys.
no matter how much you hold shield as Reinhardt, there's not much you're gonna do about
Wow.
that. Even if I'm not sure. Whew, not sure if Night Fury had his immo field, but that was.
believe he did.
It was so well timed, you know. It blew up. The bomb blew up while they were in the air. There's nothing Valpo could have done at that point.
Hoodie Tofu and Spongy Boy putting up on some fireworks for us in about the most Overwatch accurate sense as possible.
Yes, yes.
Being lifted up and blown away.
Yup.
Oh, wow.
So it looks like Valpo is going to opt for the double shield here.
Yes.
As I said earlier, much more expected on defense.
Yeah.
So let's see if they can make it work.
Fruity Bops over on the Sigma. I don't believe we've seen any Sigma on the side of Valpo, as well as
I don't
Orisa.
think. Yeah, I think this is a new comp for them. So hopefully they can find some ground. I mean, WCU does have almost 4 minutes to cap the point, and then they don't have to push it very far at all. And I guess we'll see what they can do with it.
Had some very minor initial struggles when capping in round 1.
Yes.
We'll see if there's a similar story as Valpo Beacon is running a different comp.
Yes. It's got a brutal angle. It looks like they're gonna try and hold.
Yeah.
WCU opting to go under, which I think is a very good choice.
Keep an eye on the health bars here as we're going to see the poke damage from each side coming in. Boo!
Ooh.
Able to walk in as Mr. Mango finds the fat nade. Ooh, little Flaps going low.
So low.
Boo fading into the back line, causing a lot of issues. Oh, I am fully frozen.
Little Flaps going down. Oh, well, I can still see him.
Oh, okay. Big lag, but we are back.
To the side of. Wow. Oh. Abrop taking a rock straight to the face.
WCU
Wow, that was just
not slowing down at all.
even after, like, Valpo got 1 or 2
A few
picks, I
initial
believe.
picks, yeah. But
Yeah,
that
but
fight,
WCU said,
no
they're like,
thanks.
no, this is our
Yeah.
point. Get off of it.
We said we were gonna win it in
Wow.
one fight, so we're gonna win it in one fight.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, sitting on a few ultimates on both sides, at least shortly there will be 2:10 on the clock.
WCU just has to get it right around this corner and a little bit further, and then that's game.
Flux Visor being
Oh,
used. Fruity Bops lifting up NWM to just shred him to his death.
Ooh, little flaps getting the nano. Not sure how much it's going to do. Abrop with the Blossom gets most of it.
Double
He does
DM.
get MWM.
Bongo drops, Spongy Boy drops his bomb, and that'll be map 3 going to WCU.
Wow. Yeah, again, as I said earlier, you know, the exchange of power between the two teams is just going back and forth, you know. It's quite interesting. It's yeah. Oh,
This shatter needs to be seen.
yes.
I was not expecting low flaps.
Oh, the shield goes down
Whoa!
and oh!
One swing, 3
That-
kills.
Massive.
All the squishies died in one hammer swing. What a
Wow.
shatter. But the map still going to WCU despite
Yes.
low flaps best attempts.
Yeah. Wow.
What a map.
Yeah. What a map. Indeed. I'm glad we saw Hoodie Tofu switch back over to
Yes.
the Sigma.
Oh my goodness.
Just commanding that space as a tank and just
Oh,
yeah, wow. I'm really glad we saw him switch to that, and WCU just coordinating so well, especially with that flux bomb
oh my
after round
goodness.
3.
Literal,
Whew, that was
literal fireworks. That
yes.
was a beautiful play from the tank line from WCU.
Yes.
We've got hopefully some more great plays similar to that one coming back at you very shortly. Scoreline is 2-1 WCU. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes.
See you soon.
Welcome back. Map 4 coming at you very soon. I believe it is Rialto.
Yes, it looks like it is going to be Rialto. You know, I'm kind of open-minded for this map. I think both teams have a good chance of pulling out on top, but as I said before, like the power shift between the two teams just keeps going back and forth.
It really
and back
does.
And forth. So
every time momentum is going one direction, it doesn't stay that way.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I really think this could go either way. I feel like there's not going to see a lot of compositional changes from either team, actually. Little Flaps, you know, he's really loving that Reinhardt, and looking at his, like I said, looking at his career profile, he's a Reinhardt player, which, shout out. But then again, we'll probably see Hoodie Tofu back on the Sigma, because, you know, he's just been dominating on that Sigma.
Rialto
being
is
a presence.
Another map where Sigma is very prevalent. I personally love my Roadhog, so...
Well, yeah, you love hooking them right off that bridge.
Yeah. If there's a spot you could potentially get an environmental, you better believe I'm on Hog.
You go for it. You go for it.
Gonna be swapping over to our game here. This beautiful map.
Beautiful. As I said about Numbani again, this isn't the best Rhine map. You know, there's a decent amount of long sight lines and not the best natural cover. But I said that on Numbani, and Little Flaps just proved me wrong, you know? He walked in there, got that 5k shatter, which, whew, that was juicy. So it looks like Little Flaps is going to go into the Reinhardt.
As expected.
Pretty similar comps. Scoot is going to go into the May here.
Hoodie Tofu on that Sigma. Sponge still on Diva. Very similar comps from both sides. Although Night Fury Brig, I believe that is also
I think that's new, yeah.
So the May and the Brig.
Yeah, with this comp you'd expect to see like a Lucio Bap, maybe a Lucio Moira with that Cass May, but I guess we'll see how they make the Bap Brig work out for them. Ooh, I think Hoodie Tofu might have taken that Fire Strike. Eats the second one though.
Yeah, generating 100 health instead of taking it.
Yes.
Scoot finding that headshot though on the Mr. Mango. That's going to be putting a damper in any sort of aggression from WCU.
Yes. Still getting a decent amount of damage out onto Valpo though.
Yeah, Hoodie Tofu able to just continually poke. Little Flap's not really able to close that distance. As anytime he drops his shield, Hoodie Tofu just double direct impacts and he works.
Yes,
that's like 120 unignorable damage.
Yeah, that was a big ammo field from Mr. Chiroro there. Or again, I apologize if we're butchering your name. But
speaking of Chiroro, he is gone. Boo, able to find that kill, but gonna be falling there. Wow. Hoodie Tofu, still alive, still on the payload, and still pumping out damage.
Oh yeah, wow. Looks like Mr. Fruity Bops gets slapped in the corner over there.
Slept purple.
Not much more. Wow.
Sent back to spawn.
That's just the life of a tank player in Overwatch 1, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Speaking of Overwatch 1, Mr. Nona and I both have gotten access to Overwatch 2 beta.
Yes.
Let me tell you, it is, I mean, it's a different game, but it's still Overwatch, you know? And also, Doomfist as a tank is just so much fun.
Doomfist as a tank is genuinely some of the most fun I've had playing Overwatch.
Yes.
In years. But,
yes.
Oof. Diva Bong being used, Hoodie Tofu. Miscalculating
a lot of ults going out from both teams here. Looks like it's going to go in the favor of Valpo, though.
Yes, as expected there.
Yep.
Not really able to follow up after that initial pick.
Unfortunate. Booze looks like he's teleporting behind them. He gets spotted by
very
Fruity.
aggressive. Gonna be dropping back to the payload. Scoot finding that pick on MWM now. Shatter being invested.
Oh, that's a 5-person shatter.
And Little Flap's gonna be walking forward as Hoodie Tofu desperately tries to hold.
As I said earlier, like you expect a Lucio with this comp, and if you had a Lucio, you could have just speed boosted into the WCU there and just killed the rest of their team. You know, now they're gonna have a slight advantage on the side of WCU because they don't have to take as long to reset. But Little Flaps also just using payload as cover, which is a great idea. I just feel like it's not used as often as it should.
Is he gonna be punished here for playing on the low ground though? Ultimate's being invested. Mr. Mango going down. Boo. 1 HP drops as well. Hoodie Tofu not able to find any kills against the Debo Mac with that ultimate.
Yeah, wow. Scoot has just been shooting WCU's backline in the head. I think there's been a headshot in every single fight from Mr. Scoot on the side of Valpo, so I'm curious to see if WCU does anything to counter him there. Maybe Diva can just get up there and displace him, really.
Boo is continually going forward and getting aggressive, trying to take on high ground, but he is continually getting punished for it. We're seeing MWM using that Techno Visor, dropping down to low health. Pretty Pops trying to finish off that kill, but not gonna be let happen. Hoodie Tofu getting booped. Little Flaps going in.
Dragon. Wow.
Mr. Mango?
I mean,
almost finds the picnic back.
Almost, but this is like I think one of the hardest points to push.
It is.
Like getting across this bridge.
We need to see a good ult engage from WCU. Combination of ultimates, most likely. We've got.
I think.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think Boo had been trying to teleport. Ooh, ow, that's unfortunate. Beast Mode getting fire strikes. I believe it was through the window there.
Little Flap again, dropping the shatter. He'll be trying to follow up on it.
As I was saying earlier, I believe Mr. Boo has had this Death Blossom for quite a while, and he keeps trying to teleport behind them to get it off, but Scoot just keeps shooting him in the head.
Quite a bit of, I don't know, like ult negation from this Valpo Beacon comp. The Brian Shield, Diva Matrix, cast stun, potential of just getting one dinked by Hanzo, and then immortality
and ring stun as well.
Stun, literally every hero.
Boo going again, maybe he can get some.
Dropping that ultimate, gonna find two with it.
Spongy Boy does go down.
Ooh, the rally being invested, he's quickly gonna get double stunned and burnt there. Not an Overwatch 2 experience.
No, it's a 3v4, but ultimates are coming in from the side of Valpo, which could turn it in their favor. Both main tanks going down.
The Steelers alive. Sponge comes in to save the day, and the picks are going the way of WCU. They haven't won fully yet, but they're going to be able to start moving the payload and at least get off that bridge.
Expected to see a little bit of compositional change from WCU after struggling to take that bridge. Little Flaps in the backline though of WCU, camping that Mega.
Looks like Mr. Mango is gonna bully him down.
Yes, I think he might have gotten caught out of position there.
Ooh, big purple as well, and Night Fury is gonna mean the end of his life.
Looks like WCU might be able to take this checkpoint. Chiroro comes into touch though. Little Flaps charging in.
Ooh,
the shatter and the window.
Ultimate's being used. Is it going to be enough to repel Hoodie Tofu? It is.
Wow. And I don't know if anyone, I guess, Spongy Boy is gonna have to touch here, which it looks like he is, but he gets shield bashed, or sorry, whip shotted and pinned out of the way.
Wow.
And that's going to be round.
Not a bad push from WCU.
Yeah,
looked
got it.
A couple minutes earlier. So
yes, got right before, is it a couple meters right before third checkpoint.
yeah, very respectable.
Yes, good push. Again, Little Flaps made that Reinhardt work on this point. Yeah, you could tell it's his comfort pick. That's what he likes to play, and he knows how to play Reinhardt on maps that aren't necessarily Reinhardt maps, which props to you, man.
There's gotta keep it real, you know.
Yep.
For the real Ryan mains.
Yep. You may be fighting my team, but I still respect you. So it looks like we're going to have very similar comps from both sides, but Boo is going to go over to the Mei instead of the Reaper. I don't think we've seen Boo on Mei in this match at least. I know I've seen him play Mei before.
Yeah, Boo
He usually does a very good job.
I
So
don't know if it's actually one of the picks he would play if he was just queuing up for fun, but every time I've seen him on it, he's looked comfortable and had some well-positioned walls, and hopefully he's able to continue to play well on this role. Character, I suppose.
Hody, I'm not sure if Hody Tofu meant to fall off the high ground there, but certainly did. Maybe it was an accident or it was intentional. I guess we'll find out.
Not a bad position to be holding, but he's not going to be able to put that shield back up for his team.
Exactly, yes. But it will be good if Boo can get, I mean, he missed the wall there, but if he got a good wall onto little flaps or something, then Hody Tofu could punish that a lot easier.
Ooh. Diva getting frozen up. Is she going to be able to be punished? No.
Boo goes down, though. The Flap's shield is just taking so much damage.
Finally goes down.
Chiroro already has a window and he pops it out around this corner.
Little Flap's gonna be
the ammo. Fire strike through it. The ammo is being invested as well right at the beginning there. Not sure if that was needed, but seems like Chiroro likes to throw down his window and the
Sponge is able to find that kill on the scoop. Baby Diva for the win.
Little
He gets nanoed as well.
Oh, the Baby Diva nano.
Wow. I believe that nano
sure
was probably intended for MWM, but no worries. The fight was still on, so.
Nanoed Baby Diva can be terrifying though. Like,
those were like what, 100 something damage, like 90 damage body shot bullets.
I think so, yeah.
You just die. Sponge able to get back in there.
Oh, the big wall from
walls off. Little Flaps. The visor has to be used. The visor, whatever it's called, lamp. Oh, Boo. Big blizzard. Gonna be just cranking out the headshots.
3, 4. Wow, that was pretty bops. Using the remake. Not sure exactly that was necessary, but wasting that ult there.
Completely leaving the fight. SpongeBoy might be able to go in and force this DMAC. I am misunderstood. He is going to get DMAC'd and picked by Bill.
Wow.
That's huge.
Now, Alpha looks like they're still trying to fight this.
Ooh, little Flap's going in.
3-person shatter.
Oh, Boo almost has the wall. He is going to drop it. It's big.
Oh, he gets one. Wow, lots of ults invested here, and it looks like it's going to turn into the favor of Valpo for this fight.
WCU is falling.
Wow, that was.
Flaps move forward and take the space.
Yes, that was a very good shatter from Little Flaps. I think Tofu had just used his shield and he just dropped it right on the entire team.
Little Flaps walled off again. Boo. Gonna be looking.
Boo almost got booped.
It's catapulted there, Mr. Mango. Unfortunately going down. Boo almost worked up to another blizzard. Is he gonna try to invest it? He does.
He goes down. Another shatter from Little Flaps.
Goes back in.
He's just charging those shatters so fast. Spongy Boy opting for the quick reset, which is good in this position. You know, I've seen a lot of Overwatch League clips of just bullying Baby Divas, so glad he was able to get out of there.
3 minutes on the clock. With only 70, 60 more meters to push.
Yes, yes. And WCU is coming in here with almost 4 ults. Looks like Valpo has 3 maybe. So hopefully...
Boo, investing the blizzard early. Lamp used. Ooh, is Chiroro gonna go down? He is.
4.
Boo.
Boo getting picked though.
Able to get the pick on the cast, but MWM is right there to follow up.
Yes, yes. Good ults Or I guess that was only one.
That was one
for
ult,
WCU.
and it was
yeah.
a very, very efficient ult. Won the entire fight, and Boo
yes.
going to be swapping over to the Reaper. Love that swap. It's a great
Yes.
time for it. The Mei is not nearly as useful on this second point. So.
Yes, yes. It's like Valpo's going to be opting to take a high ground pressure here, which is a very good idea.
It is, but Tofu going to be able to get a potentially very large
Poke it.
flux here.
WCU invests 2
Oh,
ults
lessons.
so far.
And the nano boost. MDBM still shredded down.
And the window coming out from Chiroro. Wow, everyone is pressing Q right now. Spongy Boy, I think, just
Dropping
used his.
the bomb as well. Unfortunately, Hoodie Tofu, the only one left standing, he is going to have to walk in here soon and try to touch the payload.
Yes,
He does have this gravitic flux still, but is going to be shredded down just too quickly.
Wow.
No other touches
Wow.
coming through, unfortunately.
No touches. That was, I think that was definitely a more even match from both sides. Definitely still not to one side, but I guess we get to see Boo with this big blizzard to save that one fight.
Absolutely.
Oh, the Diva was right there, but he threw it at the ground. It's hard to eat those quick blizzards.
Yeah. Man, I can never eat blizzards.
Oh man.
Even when I look like I am right on top of them, still managed to
Yeah.
slip from underneath you, but unfortunate map 4 for WCU. Not quite the outcome we were hoping for, but still some good plays.
Said, though, as I said though, it definitely that map wasn't as one-sided as other maps that we've seen. There was good fights from both teams, but Valpo was able to just come out on top.
Yeah, Valpo Beacon looking very comfortable. Little flaps on the Reinhardt, just getting work done.
Yes.
Forced to be reckoned with. We'll see what WCU is able to come up with. Coming up with map 5. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back very shortly. Welcome back. Map 5 coming at you very, very shortly. Our scoreline is 2-2. Valpo Beacon v WCU. Lijiang Tower is our map number 5, if I didn't already say. I'm expecting we're going to be seeing some Reinhardt from Little Flaps. And
Yes. This, especially, Control Center.
Now arriving at Lee
Really
Dong.
favorable towards Reinhardt. Looks like we're going to start on Night Market, I believe?
we are on Night Market to begin with. Go ahead
Yes,
and
yes.
transition you guys over to our gameplay.
Initiating
Honestly,
Yeah.
probably my favorite control point map. I think Lijiang is just nicely varied between the 3 maps, but also like
Yes.
I don't know, just one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, no, it's good. There's a, it's one of those maps where you can, you know, it's kind of like King's Row. It's not, sorry, kind of not like King's Row where it's like you play Rein Zarya Rush, you know.
Ready.
Lijiang is one of those ones you can see a lot of different comps on. You do
Yeah.
tend to see a lot of Symmetra comps, especially
Yeah.
on Night Market, which it looks like we're going to see from both sides.
Actually, try to get an angle of both teams speeding in and TPing. We'll see who gets that first initial TP.
Yes. We see Beast Mode on the Lucio, which I don't think we see very often.
No.
So, excited to see what he's going to do on it.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
See both sides speeding out of spawn. Those TPs are gonna get used fairly early, I imagine. There they go, both same
Wow,
time.
that was exactly.
And the
together.
fight begins. Little Flaps going down immediately.
Wow. Ammo field going down. Beast Mode does go down, but
He's able to trade the pick on Aberron. Pretty Tofu just gonna continue to pump this damage in and get those final kills.
Mr. Mango does go down though to Churro.
Oh, but Lil Flaps is back. That TP made him return very, very quickly, and
Wow.
this fight is not looking so favorable for WCU anymore. In fact, it's over.
Wow. I expected that fight to go to WCU. Like, after that first fight.
Yeah.
It also looks like WCU has opted to get the TP out of spawn rather than the point TP, so.
Yeah, it'll be nice for their initial spawners, but you saw Lil Flaps there, able to just drop right back into that fight and really just take it back. So maybe a disadvantage to have that spawn
Activating the
TP.
barrier.
Yes. I think the Sigma can be a good pick into this though, especially with the Symmetra beacons. You can poke them out. The wall coming out from Boo.
Very interesting. We're kind of seeing a Ryan v Sigma main tank clash. Like,
Yes.
I feel like in most scenarios, one of these guys would try to like mirror the other, but ultimates all being
that's gonna
invested.
be a big flux.
It's a big flux, but a huge blizzard. Will it be followed up on? I don't think so. Wow.
Oh, just Rudy left. Gets picked off by Beast Mode.
But
Beast
he's
Mode
open.
switched over to the Moira now, which we see Beast Mode on the Moira a lot more, which is expected. But I think after they lost that initial rush TP to point, then Beast Mode decided to switch over to what he's more comfortable with.
Yes. So they're gonna have a bit more sustain on point, but that Reinhardt is gonna be right in on him. Drops the shatter.
The
Holy
aggressive
crap!
TP behind. Spongy Boy looking for the rematch, it looks like.
Lil Flaps 1 HP. Mr. Mango gonna be bopping him on the
Oh,
nose.
MWM though. Coming in with attack visor, getting 3.
Where is
Just
Spawn?
Tororo
Still-
left.
Sponge still able to hold down the fort though.
Yes.
Him and MWM just standing on point.
Yeah.
I believe Mr. Mango also not going down there.
Yes,
Able to
We
just
see a lot of,
continue to support.
yes, with MWM we see a lot of times he's playing Soldier very effectively, not with his team playing off angles, and then he can just get those huge attack visors from behind that they're not expecting. He's turned quite a few fights. Wall's coming out from both sides.
Tofu getting walled off. Not able
Oh,
to
they're
touch.
not-
The C9, Boo going over the edge. Mr. Mango
Scoot
maybe
going
investing
down.
that ultimate. He is, but he's also going to be
Oh,
booped.
Charo getting a
Churro
2K!
going hard.
Oh man.
Floor's Lava achievement in.
Right? Oh man, I remember when I got the
Tofu.
Floor's Lava achievement.
I still don't have it.
It was completely accidental, but it was on Ilios well, of course.
Oh, they forced the beat there, though.
Man, that's
actually-
big though.
very
Spongy
nice.
looking for the rematch, it looks
This
like.
fight is scrappy. It's still going. The shatter coming down from the top row. As well as the blizzard. Little Flaps may get actually burned up by MWM here. But he's just going to be able to stabilize.
I think MW or
the only ultimate.
Tofu's gonna have to touch.
He's going to fly on
Get
in.
the
Go
touch.
ahead and get the touch. No one going to be following up on that
Ooh.
damage. Those sim turrets just melting. Oh. Ooh,
Oh.
also booped again. Churro.
Oh.
It's going crazy.
Wow.
showing that Lucio prowess and just
Oh yeah.
sending enemies off the map.
Yeah, wow. Chiroro was having time of his life there. I think he got 4 environmentals, if I remember
4
correctly.
total environmentals, I believe, which is good for a whole map, let alone one round of a map. So
Right.
some good plays from there, but he's going to be having a lot more difficult of a time finding those environmental kills on Control Center here.
Yes.
Are we going to see the Reinhardt mirror from WCU? Doesn't look like it right now.
Doesn't look like it, no. But also, WCU is opting, so far it looks like they're opting not to have that Lucio speed, which is going to put them at a bit of a disadvantage, because Valpo's just going to get there so much faster.
Yeah. No Lucio speed, no sim TPs on either side.
Like you can see the team, Valpo's almost like already on point. WCU is just now getting there.
Yeah, Valpo-
Hopefully, Tofu can get some nice poke damage around this angle here on their team.
Gonna try his best to poke in and then maybe block the point here while the team's holding high, but gotta watch that Reinhardt.
Oh, big wall from Scoot.
Oh, that pin. D-Max stuns, I
man.
believe.
Yup.
And the point
Not a
gonna
whole
be
lot WCU
quickly
can do.
going to Oof. Rest in peace, Bill.
Wow. Tofu getting walled
Headshotted,
off.
pinned.
Oh,
MWM shattered.
shatter going out.
Mr. Bang got caught up in that shatter as well, unfortunately. Little Flaps, maybe getting a little excited, dropping that ultimate,
Yeah.
maybe just for the flex. Who knows?
Just kind of poking into the to WCU spawn right now.
Woody Tofu
I
waiting
think
for his team.
Yes. I think this would be honestly a good time to match the Reinhardt. You also have to be careful though, because they do have that Mei on the side of Valpo.
Yeah.
So if you get too aggressive with the Reinhardt, you're
Not
just gonna
matching
get
the
picked
Reinhardt
off.
here is very tough. Wolf Flaps is able to just get in close and crank out that damage.
Oh, big blizzard from Scoot.
That's gonna find several.
Nano onto Beast Mode, who chooses to disengage
And then re-engage with his Coalescence.
with no tanks, I believe. Yeah, they have no tanks.
But he was trying to walk forward, but no space being taken.
Yeah, interesting choice from the side of WCU. I feel like Beast was not expecting that Nano.
No. I'm assuming that Nano was actually inadvertent, but there's no way to know the intended target.
Could have even been a fat finger too.
Coulda.
It's still worse when you fat finger.
Ooh,
Boom.
Flaps.
Little crunching move.
Able to find several.
Getting a couple picks, but I don't know.
Oh man. I don't know if Beast Mode will actually be able to contest this.
He did, but not for long. Boo coming in, he might be able to touch.
He drops the ultimate, but to no avail.
Yes. Wow. Again, as I said earlier, the control center is just really strong for a Rhine comp, and especially because Valpo was running that Mei. They were just kind of just shredding them. Big flux though in the play of the game.
The Nano being used there just to top him up, getting melted by those sim turrets.
Yeah.
It's quite funny.
Yes.
Kind of seeing a bit of a comp struggle there, honestly.
Yes.
Chiruro again on the Lucio carry.
I guess
there.
he had 3 environmental kills,
We
but
were wrong
still.
about that, but that's a lot still for
Yes.
for one
Yes.
round. Would have liked to see either Hootie Tofu or Spongy Boy move over to the Reinhardt there and try to contest little Flaps.
And from
go ahead.
from what I've seen, Spongy Boy is definitely a little more comfortable on the Reinhardt. He's always asking me for tips because I am in fact a Reinhardt main. But I think we saw him on Reinhardt. Which map was it? I think it was the second map.
Yes.
But that's yes, it was Havana. It was Havana.
Yes, Havana.
But that just wasn't working for WCU, so I think they might be a little hesitant to switch over to that Rhine comp. But honestly, I think if you had Spongy Boy on the Reinhardt and Hoodie Tofu on the Sigma, that could be a really strong comp for WCU to
The
punish the enemy team.
Rhinesfig double shield is a very viable comp. It doesn't really get played as much as I might expect it to, but Sigma really is able to either abuse the Reinhardt shield and save his own to help peel for his team, or just be an even bigger off-angle threat.
Yes, yes.
So our map 5 goes to Valpo Beacon. Our scoreline is 3-2, Valpo leading. We're coming back to you with map 6 very shortly, so don't go anywhere.
See you soon.
Hello and welcome back. This is map number 6, Valpo Beacon v WCU. Scoreline is currently 3-2, Valpo leading. We're going into Eichenwald for map number 6. Will we see the Rhine mirror? That is
You
the
know,
question.
yeah, as I said earlier, I think that Ryan Sig comp could be very, very viable for WCU Slate here. Um, the that first point, it looks like WCU is going to defend first, but that first point is just really strong on Sigma,
Traveling
just
to
spamming through that choke. So interested to see what WCU decides to do here. I do expect Valpo to run that Ryan Diva again. That's just been working so well for them. So
Yeah. Definitely seems to be their comfort/regular pick for that duo.
yeah,
And
yeah.
this is a map that really supports that. So,
Hmm.
another thing that may be potentially played is some sort of flying character, that be an Echo and or
Oh
Pharah.
yes, yes.
Ready
Haven't
for
seen it
battle.
come out yet. Not seeing it come out,
But
but
we
we
do
are seeing the
see
Junkrat.
Junkrat. Yes, I believe maybe Junkrat was played for like a little bit before. Oh, it looks like WC calling for a pause.
Big
Um,
pause.
maybe it's possible it's a technical issue. Some of our PCs like to freeze at inopportune times.
Yeah.
But yeah, or maybe I was thinking of a game I was playing earlier that I saw Junkrat. But um, we do see Bua on the Junkrat, as I said. Oh, we do see WCU doing the Rhine Sigma here,
They
which
are. Let's go.
yes, I think this could work very well for them. Especially with Boo on the Junkrat, MWM on the soldier. They have a lot of poke, but they also have a lot of protection from poke. They just got to be careful of Falpo just walking into them with that Reinhardt, because they are running that super rush Reinhardt, Diva, May, Reaper, Lucio, Baps. So
Yeah. The
I think it.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think if WC is able to just poke them out from that through that first choke, um, then it could easily go towards WCU.
All right. Believe we are going back
Looks
in
like
very
we're
shortly.
yes. Like,
Um,
apparently one of our keyboards wasn't working, which kind of puts a detriment into playing Overwatch if your keyboard isn't working.
yes. It is very difficult to move if
Yes.
you cannot.
Just gotta
But we are ready,
move.
so just move, don't you know?
Just move. Yeah,
Just walk forward.
it's as simple as that. You just like press W, but don't actually press W. You know.
With your mind. Okay. Gonna hop
Okay,
back
maybe we-
actually. Not quite ready.
Yes.
Maximum 3:30 left on this 5-minute break, so
Yes.
should be enough time to get another keyboard if that one's completely unfunctional.
Hopefully we can get one.
We've got plenty of spares in the room right now.
Yes,
Lots of open
yes.
setups.
So yeah, as I was saying earlier, I think WC has a good chance of countering this comp that Valpo is running. If they play it, they have to play very safe with their tanks. You know, if they walk into them, they have to know when to disengage. You know, when to use ultimates to save people, and just gotta be really careful, because that little Flaps Reinhardt is he's getting very aggressive.
He's a force to be reckoned with for sure.
He is definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Chiruro on the Lucio also just able to back him up and speed him in and out. The Lucio pick I feel like is going to be pretty vital, especially here on this first point, coming through that tight first choke. Scoot may be able to wall it off, get his team in close, and then Lucio speed through it, and they may be able to avoid some of that poke damage from Boo. But we'll see.
But
if
we'll
and
see.
when this match ever gets resumed.
Yeah.
Eventually will.
Yes. Hopefully it will.
Probably got.
I always like bringing my own equipment into the arena to play with. First of all, because I like to practice what I'm gonna compete with, but also I like not having to worry about the equipment in the arena.
Yeah. It's
Looks like we have about a minute and a half left on the time. I think we are ready to get this map going, though.
All right. Timer is ticking. We are headed right back in. Action will not quite yet start. Or quite
Got
start
about
yet.
20 seconds. Looks like Boo's gonna be a little cheeky, maybe with just a trap.
Oh. Oh. That's an interesting little
Yeah.
concussion mine
little
placement.
trap.
Puts it up
Yeah.
higher, so they have to look in separate places to break it.
Did you know though that no matter where the concussion mine is placed, it will always send you upwards?
I did actually. It only has vertical knockback.
Oh, there's that wall
Oh.
that you're talking about. Just get
Yep,
him
the
right
Bay wall
point.
straight through to point. Lucio able to just speed him right past that little
Ooh, Boo goes down.
buffer, but Boo very quickly not able to generate much poke damage. Sponge gonna be falling very shortly as well.
Massive nade.
That was
Massive
a huge nade from Mr. Mango. Unfortunately, though, I think it's gonna be
Did not
lamped
capitalize.
and healed back up slowly.
Yep, and yeah, that was a good aggressive push from Valpo. As Nona said earlier, they get that wall off and the Lucio speed through. It's so hard for WCU to punish that. And this is just a hard comp to punish in any way. If you had maybe like Tofu on Zarya or Diva, it could be a little easier. But as we said before, Sigma is definitely Tofu's comfort pick. So I don't expect him to switch off, but I think it's possible for them to switch
It
off.
could be a switch. Boo may have to think about some other sort of DPS pick, because while the Junkrat spam is good, some more targeted damage might be what's necessary.
Yeah, I think maybe like a Hanzo could be good as
Exactly what I was
Get a-
thinking. Blizzard coming
get a
out,
pick.
little flaps finding
Oh.
that first pick. Oh. Little flaps just going in.
Valpo's just kind of walking into WCU here. But yeah, like I said, if you have that Hanzo, then you okay. That's interesting shatter, but all right. If you have that Hanzo, you know you can get a pick onto the enemy and then capitalize on that pick. Hopefully, try to get a pick onto that Mei.
Spongy Boy
Little
walking
Flaps does go
out.
down.
This is a 3v5 though. 4v5, big shatter. MWM
3K
dropping the attack visor. Jeez. D-Mac is going to be coming through as well. Wow.
Wow,
What a
that
good
was-
set of ultimates from WCU.
Yes. Maybe overcommitted a bit, but I think it might have needed to because
That was fairly necessary.
especially to kill Scoot there because like
Yes.
having that Mei alive, especially she's one of the slowest heroes, having a slower reset.
Yeah.
Looks like Valpo did switch off of the Lucio. I believe
Ooh.
Chiruru.
Moved over to the cast and generated 70% of an ultimate before I even knew he was on the hero.
Yeah,
So,
wow. Good rotation though from Valpo.
Hoodie Tofu with a massive ultimate isn't going to be able to be followed up on. No one really building up anything, but the double shield is going to easily block the Nova Bomb.
Nano coming out from the side of WCU though. Let's see if they can do anything with them. Not sure who they nanoed. Oh, another Blizzard already.
Potentially a large high noon. Oh, I was hoping you would hold that for just a little bit longer,
Oh,
but
wow.
Scoot. Oh,
Oh,
big
shatter
May
block.
wall blocks his own teammate Shatter.
The worst.
Oh, NWM behind is able to just.
Hoodie
start
Tofu getting a
shredding.
2K though. Interesting ult from Abroth. I'm not sure what he was thinking there. They're already down.
Which one is Tofu?
WCU not pushing the cart. Oh no,
They're
excuse
stopping
me,
the
sorry. They're on
payload.
defense. Correct, sorry. Just got so excited. I got
Yeah,
looked
we
around. They like
did
switched sides.
switch sides there completely. I was gonna mention something during the fight, but it was a little too hectic. Had completely opposite positioning there somehow, which was
Yes.
it's pretty funny to watch.
But yeah, as I said though, I think it's a really good rotation from Valpo. Get
Again.
that close range.
They're all very stacked on top of each other, walking to high ground. Boo gonna be going down though as Mr. Mango is reloading. Very unfortunate.
Scoot does
Beast
switch
mode
over to
also
the-
following the double slam. Oh, ults being invested from everyone.
Little
Is it
flaps
enough?
with the nano though. It's not enough. Scoot did switch over to the the soldier there, which I wasn't expecting, to be honest. Like, I feel like he's getting a lot of value on that Mei, and especially coming into third point, Mei is going to be a lot stronger.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll throw out a visor and then switch back. Maybe he'll stay. I think either could work, but I definitely think he could have stayed Mei.
He definitely could have. Yeah, the interesting to see what he swaps over to. We do have a couple of ultimates on both sides. It'll be interesting to see if Boo tries to be aggressive with this Deadeye or just uses it for some space making.
There's a lot of stuff you have to worry about, though, coming into that. With
Scoot
the
finding the first pick. Oh! The Shatter being invested as well.
Three-person Shatter. Scoop already with a visor. So, yeah, like I said, he's making both work. Nano going out to Sponge, though.
Little flaps just going in.
With the bomb in the spawn doors. Ooh, trying to do his best to contest, but just can't do a whole lot with all that damage there.
Wow. That was a fairly one-sided push. We saw WCU get their foot back in the door there on second point and win a couple fights, but once Valpo got to third, that was really the end, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh, bird.
But yeah, like Valpo just had a lot of damage output, and with that Ryan rushing in there and everything, and with beast mode on the Moira, I think maybe WCU just wasn't able to pump out enough healing to keep their team alive. We do see beast mode on the Moira a lot. It's definitely more of his comfort pick, and it is nice because she has one of the more fastest charging ults in the game, which is really good. You can use it to save your team, use it in his engagement and stuff. So
yeah,
looks like WCU is going to switch back to their comfort pick of the Sigma Diva.
I think that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I agree. It's been working for them.
With that Ryan.
Yeah.
They did try it out, but sometimes it just
and I think
doesn't pan out.
I think Little Flaps is just too confident on the Reinhardt, and not like he's getting cocky or anything, but you know he knows exactly what he's doing. Yes, and I think Sponge was just having a hard time punishing Little Flaps for that.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see. Scoot almost goes down right off the bat. Oh, and here we see Boo switch over to the Hanzo.
Oh, Hoodie Tofu walks forward. Just nothing to be done about it. But Scoot
does
is
go down.
MWM able to find the pick on the Flaps. That is big.
Wow.
Beast mode just gonna be
pretty boss out of his neck now. Wow, after that pick onto Hoodie Tofu, I thought that fight was over, but WCU just, after they got a pick onto Scoot and Little Flaps, they just dominated the rest of that fight. I think both teams took a first fight cap on this map.
Yeah. First point choke, not giving either team really any issue.
Yes. So yeah, I think I'm glad to see WC switching back to their comfort picks. Obviously, it's gonna work for them.
Boy. Trying to poke.
It's out of his deck though. Unfortunate.
Activating the barrier.
Or as I would like to say, unfork. Unfork. Scoot just getting some free damage out onto MWM there.
Shredded. Hoodie Tofu able to walk in, but is getting pressured from that high ground. Not able to help Izana, although that rock may have just damaged.
Nope, Mr. Manger still goes down. Window invested on the side of Valpo though. I've said this before, but Valpo definitely has some interesting ult choices. Sometimes they're like, okay, this fight is already won, and they throw in a Shatter or a window like that. Chiroro seems to be pumping out those windows though, so I don't think it'll be too much of a detriment to them. But then again, they could have used it to win the next fight, so we'll see how this pans out. Spongy Boy
on the side of WCU. Sponge D-back just deleted.
Shredded.
Wow.
Tried to take over that high ground, but they took over his high ground instead. Big Dragon though. Force him out of position.
Oof. Tofu gonna be knocked out. MWM going for the big.
Oh, the block.
That was a great block from Hoodie Tofu, keeping MWM up and able to do damage.
Coming in from the side. Oh, not sure how Beast Mode died there. Wasn't sure exactly where it was, but
Oh, that Diva's gonna
WC coming out on
die.
top. Oh, nice.
MWM with the
Who
help
getting
of
the pick on Scoot?
that nano boost was able to find
Yes.
3 or 4 there.
Now let's see if Valpo can gain some composure here. The early high noon.
Oh, Hoodie Tofu going down to 1 HP. Is he gonna be able to get healed up? He is. Tanks are keeping him kept up.
They did lose Mr. Mango there though, which is
Oh, and there goes
pretty
Hoodie
unfortunate.
Tofu.
And Sponge.
One by one, these
Yup.
WCU players are unfortunately going to drop.
I've seen it. You're right. Why? Stop.
Scoot walking into the basically into the spawn to get that kill on MWM. Let's see. I think WCU's Boo has another Dragon Strike.
He had this one last fight as well. Just
Yeah, and the
chose
fight
not
before
to
that
waste
he
it.
used one.
Yeah.
He's getting so much value on this Hanzo. I think it was a good pick, especially when they had the Mei.
Here comes the dragon. Is he going to be finding any picks with that? No, but he's going to be forcing positioning, but no real damage.
Oh,
forced
Scoot
there,
goes
but
down,
that is a
though.
big pick for Boo. Able to still find that individual pick in the midst of that chaos. Hoodie Tofu deciding whether to pressure the Reinhardt or take high ground. He's going to be taking that high ground. And now trying to move that payload.
Oh, the bomb.
Fall
And
in the back
the
of Sponge,
visor.
chunks
Little
down,
flaps.
flaps.
Oh, Scoot was on Mr. Mango up on the bridge there. It does get the sleep off on him though.
MWM shredding down Scoob, he's won.
Spongy Boy does go out of his mech though, which
Farm up that other one.
oh, it could be big.
I think it is.
Another Dragon Strike.
Oh my gosh, Boo.
Wow.
Boo
is
is just
Pumping out
unstoppable.
those Dragon Strikes. He's had one almost every other fight at this point.
I bet you he's gonna have another one in a couple short minutes.
Yes, yes.
Now it's
WC
very,
is gonna have to be aggressive here.
it's very important they finish with time if possible, over a minute especially.
Yes.
But any time will keep them in this game.
Yes, and they are already under the time that Valpo has gotten, so.
Woo! Little Flaps getting aggro, getting
He
slept!
gets slept out!
What a
Oh.
sleep dart from Mr. Mango, just shutting down Little
Wow.
Flaps' ultimate there.
I think Little Flaps is getting a little cocky.
He is. And that is exactly what you don't want if you're Valpo Beacon, just throwing away that initial first point hold. Wow, that could have been like a 3K right click. I was just
Terrell
hoping
throwing
for
in
him
a
to do it.
window.
The window as well.
Again.
Is Little Flap's gonna find a pick through it? He is Mr. Mango. That is the best possible value he could have gotten with that
Wow.
one fire strike.
Trying to just wow.
One at a time.
Trying to do anything.
Throwing themselves at
Walking
this
in.
payload.
High Noon comes out, does get
is gonna
MWM.
go down. The only casualty though. As again, one by one.
Night Fury just
Valpo
kinda hit
Beacon
the back
coming
line.
back. Hoodie Tofu going down is a very bad thing.
Night
Sponge
Fury
finding a
does go
big
down
break.
though. I think they're gonna have to reset here.
They
They
are,
don't have
I
their
believe.
main tank.
And only again looking for that the Flux Dragon ultimate combo potentially.
Yep.
Hoodie
Yeah, Hoodie Tofu
working
is
up.
very close,
Yeah.
very close to his ult. Just gotta watch that Diva eat. Hopefully they can
Hasn't
get
had
that out
any
before.
issues yet, but
True. Little Flap shield goes down very quick.
Another
Terror
window
with
being invested.
another window. Wow.
Hoodie Tofu still has that eat. Not choosing to use it.
Oh, that's gonna be big.
That is a massive Flux, a massive Dragon, a massive Shatter. Little Flaps is going to go down though as Hoodie Tofu continually walking forward here. And
WCU is under the minute time bank here, which is unfortunate, but
Scoot in the back line, able to find that pick, but he is going to go down. The Nano Boost is available. Hughes trying to go into Sponge there, but unfortunately it hits Beast Mode. Oh, that is not what you want to see.
Beast
with
Mode
your Nano
almost
Boost
has
there.
Coalescence though, so I think getting that Coalescence could turn this fight. Tofu rocking Night Fury out of existence though.
Unfortunately, Boo going down though. And Spongy
Beast
Boy's
goes down
mech
as
looking
well.
worse for wear. Is he going to be able to work up to that remake? He is not. The enemy Diva uses there. Sponge is going down.
Oh, man.
And this point
Like-
is slipping away.
FWM or Hoodie Tofu's gonna have to touch, and they do get that touch out with the
Oh.
tech visor. Oh, but he gets kicked off through the window.
Rudy Tofu, one of the last touchers.
Boo touching, but very briefly.
Shatter being
Beast Mode get
dropped,
touched, he
and
will not.
very
That
unfortunate.
is going to be the game. Yeah, this map is a little bit more favorable to the Rhine comp, and we could see that in the comp diff, as well as little flaps just hopping off.
Yeah, little flaps on the Reinhardt again, showing that prowess. Wow, that was a great visor from MWM. Again, some great plays from WCU, but unfortunately, coming up shorthanded again. That is the match, I believe. Correct.
Yes, yes. 'Cause that is 4-2 to Valpo.
Very close
So-
match. Even the lost maps were well contested. We almost had the completion
Yes,
there on
yes.
Eichenwald, and I believe it was a 2-0 control point, I believe.
Yes, yes.
Um,
But yeah, I mean, as I said earlier, the exchange of power just kept going back and forth between the two teams, you know, and it wasn't necessarily just, okay, what team has ults for this fight.
Yeah.
Even without ults, they just kept going back and forth between that, but Valpo was able to come back on top in that exchange of power and win this finals match for their team.
Yeah. Congratulations to Valpo again, if didn't state that already.
Yes.
Very close match, very fun. Always good to see these similar names, these opponents.
Yes.
And
Yes.
really-
Fun match to watch. Fun
yeah,
match to watch.
for sure. Put their 2 of their 3 map losses for the season, Valpo
Yes.
Beacon's map losses for the season, in this individual match. So
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, congratulations to both teams. Both teams fought really well. Congratulations to Valpo for being our champions. And that's the season.
yeah, thank you guys very much for watching and tuning in. Believe we'll be coming at you in a couple months, well, several months, with hopefully some Overwatch 2 content.
Hopefully.
But
We shall see.
again, thank you guys very much. We'll catch you around.